Hey guys, it's Queen Santana. Today I'll be doing another tutorial. I'll be showing you how I do my foundation. I'm starting off with my St. Ives moisturizer, and if you guys are wondering what kind of skin type I do have oily skin. This is perfect for oily skin because it is very lightweight. Next, I'll be taking these two primers. The first one is the NYX Photo Lover Primer, and I'll be putting that in areas where I have very bad pores. And the other one is the MAC Prep and Prime, and I'll just be putting that everywhere else on my face. I'll be taking my favorite foundation, which is the Kat Von D Lock It Foundation, and this is very full coverage and mattifying and very thick, so I feel like it applies best on a kabuki brush. And yes, I'm aware that this is not my perfect match. It is a little more yellow than my skin tone, but once I have powder and concealer on, it does match better. And I am just blending it in circular motions. I feel like this gives it the best application. And now I'm just going in with the second pump, and I'm just going to be dotting that all over my face, just any areas where I feel like it needs more coverage. This foundation is super full coverage though, and it just covers absolutely everything. When you're doing the second coat, really make sure that you're getting into all those little creases and that you're getting very close to like your eyebrows and eyeliner. Usually I do my foundation first, but since I was working with glitter this day, I put on my foundation after doing my eye makeup. Now I'm going to be using the Real Techniques blender, and I'm just dampening it, and then I'm going to further blend out my foundation just to make it look very airbrushed and flawless. And now I'm also dragging it down my neck just so you don't see an obvious area where the foundation ended. Next, I'll be using these two concealers. First, I'm taking the Kat Von D one, and I'm putting that under my eyes just to help brighten it. And then I'm using the Fit Me one just to put under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, chin, and a little bit on my forehead. And I'm blending these out with that same beauty sponge. I love this combination of concealers because they're both very full coverage and they don't crease very fast, so you have a lot of time to work with them. I love doing this trick, so basically I get my Laura Mercier translucent powder and a different beauty blender, and I blend my under eyes, make sure there's no crease and that it's super blended and flawless. And then right when it's done, I take the beauty blender with the powder on it, and I basically bake under my eyes, and doing this just makes sure that I don't get any creases or wrinkles under my eyes, and it just makes it look super flawless and very highlighted. So I'm just packing on a ton of powder, and then I do the same thing on the other side. Doing this has just upped my under eye game, and it just makes it look super flawless and perfect. And I'm super sorry if I sound weird. I am sick at the moment, so it does make my voice sound different, so I might sound less upbeat, and it's just because I'm sick, so I apologize. Now I'm basically baking all the areas that I highlighted, and I'm doing this with that same beauty blender. And then when I'm done with that, I take my favorite MAC brush and I dip it in some translucent powder, and I dust that all over my face just to help further set it and make it very matte. And as I'm doing this, I wipe away the bake, and I don't wipe it I don't leave the bake on for very long, just because it will dry out your skin if you leave it long, and it could leave flashback. So I just leave it on until I'm basically done blending everything else. Once I'm done wiping everything away, I just keep going in circular motions just to make sure there's no areas with extra powder, and then I take a picture with flash on just to make sure I have no flashback. I'll be using my Smashbox contour kit, and I'm taking the contour shade and a fan brush, and I start at the base of my cheekbones and I spring it upwards, And I like making this face just so I can see where the indent of my cheeks are. And always go with a light hand when doing your contour. You can always add more, but it's hard to take away once it's there. And when doing my forehead, I like starting from my hairline and dragging it out. Be very careful not to get it too close to your eyebrows because it will look really weird if it's touching your eyebrows. So yeah. And I'm also going to be bringing a little bit of the powder down my nose. I don't contour my nose heavily because I like the shape of it. I just do this so that it doesn't look so blank because the powder does kind of wash out my nose. Now I'll be using my Sonia bronzer, and this is in the shade Goddess. This is a shimmery bronzer, and I basically start on my contour line and I just brush it up from there, and I mostly focus it more towards my ear, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want it to be too in the front of my face or it could look muddy. I do feel like bronzer is such an essential part of makeup. It just helps you bring life back to your face. I absolutely love it. Now I'll be using the MAC Fix Plus, and I'll be spraying that all over my face. This just helps soak up any powder I have left over on my skin. And then right after, I start to fan my skin. Once your skin's a little damp, you can go in with your favorite highlighter. Today I'm using Summer Snow Cone by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I'm using that on a smaller fan brush. And this just makes the highlight pop so much since your skin is wet. Of course, I'm just going to be highlighting my nose, my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, basically everywhere on my face because I love highlight. Now I'm taking my Ars Couture highlight in Illuminati, and I'm just putting that on my cheekbones and on my brow bones just so I could be extra glowy, you know, looking like a star and stuff. Now I'll be using the NARS blush in Peso just to blend out that highlight, and I mostly focus that on the apples of my cheeks. And that patting motion will just blend out the highlight without taking away the intensity. After applying blush, you'll just have a perfectly blended highlight, no weird stripe on your face. Now I'll just be cleaning up the under of my cheek with a little bit of setting powder, and I don't let this sit here because I don't want it to be lighter than the rest of my face. Now I'll be using my two favorite setting sprays. It's the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray and the Makeup Forever 3-in-1. These really will make your makeup stay on all day long and they will not budge. Once I'm done with my setting sprays, I just finish up my eyes and I pop on some eyelashes. Now I'll be using my favorite red lipstick, and I look super crazy like this, oh my gosh, and it is the Morphe Liquid Lipstick in Bonnie. And I forgot to say, these lashes are from Lash Dream Official, and they're in the style Daydream. Now that your lipstick is on, your look is complete. I really hope you guys enjoyed this foundation routine. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what you would like to see in the next video. That way I know what to film. A lot of people requested the foundation routine, so now it's up. So yeah, just comment what you want to see. I love you guys so much. Bye!